Thank you, Mr. Frazier. I'm very excited to be talking to you guys today. Leading chapel is like something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, but honestly, I've just never done it before because I've been really scared. I think you guys can relate when I say that, and quite frankly, right now, looking at all of you just staring blank face, I'm honestly terrified. But it's okay. It's like I can dance in front of you guys, like the whole school, but I can't like get up and say something that I'm very passionate about. It's odd, but I know that you guys are a great audience, and I've got this thing right here to help me remind me like what I'm about to talk about. So, okay, and I know that God will give me the right words to say during this talk. How many of you guys have ever started something and then just never followed through with it? You know? Yeah, me too. Maybe it's something, maybe you're just scared, you know, sort of like maybe you're scared to have an epic fail. Epic. See, I already incorporated this year's thing. And so I just want to ask a few questions, and we'll just get the ball rolling. And it's gonna get kind of serious. So please tune in. So what is it that you want out of life? Are you willing to work for it? Do you want to work for your success? Or do you think it should just be handed to you? You know, I see some people and I look at them and I say, they don't want success as much as they want to party. You know, and they don't want success as much as they want to be cool. They don't even want success sometimes as much as I want to sleep. And I sleep a lot. So, you know, Steve Jobs, the Apple guy, you know, he once said, when you grow up, you tend to get told that the world is the way that it is. And that you live your life inside the world and you try not to get into too much trouble. You get an education, you get a job, make some money, and have a family. But life can be a lot brighter than that when you realize one simple thing, and that is that everything around us that we call life is made up by people that are no smarter than you. So, do you think you have hope? Well, in 1983, the teachers can remember this, but North Carolina State University won the basketball national championship. That's not necessarily what Jim Valvano is known for, though. He gave a speech at the ESPYs in 1991, 8 weeks before passing of cancer. He said, when you face a challenge, ask yourself where you started, where you are, and where you're going to be. I think kind of what Jim said comes from the people you hang around. It's kind of like a direct line to success. You know, if you hang around the wrong people, you start to think like they think, and then, you know, you end up in a mess. If you hang around the right people, you start to think like they think, and you see the opportunities that life holds. You know, I would go far as to say, if you have a problem with your life, I think you should have a problem with the people that are in your life. And then when you answer, it honestly affects when you ask those 3 challenge questions. You should look at your friends. It's going to make it a lot easier to answer. Let me be the first to say, you just can't just go through the motions. Sometimes it's like you can't even afford to make good grades, you know, it's not good enough. Sometimes it's like you can't even afford to be you sometimes. If there was something that easy to do to succeed, everybody would be doing it, but there's not. And what I've kind of gathered lately is success, it really like requires obsession. And there's kind of like no way around it. See, I've been seeing a lot of people not really like caring what they're doing. They just kind of like do whatever, and that's cool, but to want to be ambitious, to want to be successful, that's just not enough. Like, that's just desire. You know, some of us, including myself, like I'm talking, this is me, aren't successful because when we're studying and you get tired, you quit. You just want to go to sleep, right? And then we ask, I don't do well in math. Well, that's right, because you don't study. Okay, then he's like, okay, well, I'm not a good writer because you never written before. You know, somebody once said, to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did. Just ask Peyton Manning, Derek Jeter, or Michael Jordan, who in 9th grade, Michael Jordan, most athletes probably know, but Michael Jordan didn't make his high school team in 9th grade. He got cut. He went home and cried. He locked himself in his room and cried. But it didn't stop him, did it? He went on to become a success story, and now he's the best that's ever even played the game. It's kind of like, I kind of compare this to making a new dish without a recipe. You must have a plan, and you must have the mindset of change, like conforming to whatever it is you want to become. Everybody at least heard of Bruce Lee. He once said, you put water into a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water into a bottle, it becomes a bottle. You put water into a teapot, it becomes a teapot. Right. So be like water. Even if it doesn't work out, just change your approach. Because I can speak firsthand, progress equals happiness. And in your life, are there going to be some times you want to give up? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And I can tell you firsthand, it's going to be right there in your face. It's going to be telling you just turn around and just go right back where you came from. Tyler, you broke your leg like 2 times, back-to-back years. You can't play basketball anymore. You can't dance anymore. God won't give you more than you can take. And if you hang with Him, He's going to provide a way out. That's from 1 Corinthians 10:13. You're also going to say, if I had only done that differently. If I had only done that differently. Well, guess what? You didn't. That's okay, because Paul tells us in Philippians 3:13 and 14 to forget what is behind, press on towards ahead. Just forget it. Just look ahead. That's really all you can do at this point, Somebody once said there are 2 primary choices in life. You can either accept the conditions as they exist, or we can take responsibility to change them. And a lot of people, good people, they just want to talk about the problem, Like every time you see them, they just want to tell their story like over and over and over again. And I mean, I think we should take responsibility for ourselves, and you'll see improvement, and sometimes, you're going to get hit. It's because something's going to catch you on the blind side, but I mean, the goal is still there. I mean, that's something that doesn't change, and you have friends, like I said earlier, you have a good set of friends, they'll support you. You can support them, and it's kind of like all about your mind. Your mindset is everything. I've been to Franklin Heights a few times, and I've met some people who they are not near as fortunate as we are, not nearly as fortunate. But when you talk to them, it makes you feel good, and you realize that it puts you in peace because they are peaceful. Some of them are peaceful people, and that is their choice. And that's a mindset that we can have as well, we always hear, our generation this, our generation that. And yeah, we get tired of it. Same here, I'm tired of it. But we are being raised in a generation where people come up with every excuse in the book as to why they're not winning. Why they're not making the grades that they want. Excuses sound great to the people who make them up. They do. And I once heard, change your mind and it will change your life. And if nothing around you changes, then change the things around you. And that kind of goes back to the people who you hang around, Hey, it could just be that, you had a bad relationship. You broke up with a girl or a guy like a year ago, and, you're still crazy and you're sad and you're miserable and whatnot. And, they've already moved on with their life. That's kind of like that's a mindset. That's just a negative spirit. Like, just break the mind, really. When positive people give you great energy, sometimes we've tricked ourselves into thinking we just turn that negative. It's almost like we're determined to make that negative, and you just flip it, But I mean, it's a new day, and I honestly don't mean to tear anybody down or contribute to negativity. But God isn't done with you yet, and that's ultimately why you're still here. The outcome of your life is based on the choices that you make. You always hear that. You know that. You know that it's your season. It's your moment. It's your moment right now. In 2 Corinthians 4, Paul tells us that we need to get the right perspective when we go through something. 4 years ago, the athletes in the room, It's another one for you. Derrick Rose. He was one of the best in the NBA. He was one of the best. He was so electrifying to watch. He was exciting and he's so fast. And since 4 years ago, he's torn his ACL once and his meniscus twice. And if you turn on the TV tonight, you'll see him leading his team to the playoffs. He doesn't quit. He keeps coming back. And that's, he loves it, what he does, and he doesn't give up. You know, Rose once said, he once was quoted in a press conference of saying, why can't I be the best in the league? Why can't that be me? Why can't I do that? And you know, he still believes that today. I think your why, when you find your why is going to give you that next level. It's going to push you until, you know, you can't be pushed anymore. It's going to give you that edge. Yes, you're tired and you're hungry and your mind has said give up. Stop, Tyler, stop playing basketball, dude. You keep hurting yourself. Like, what's the point? This is not what you're, I just know, I knew this isn't what it looked like in my head. This isn't how I planned high school basketball. I didn't plan it like this. But when I figured, why is it that I can't come back? When you find your why, you find your way to make it happen. And I got a short video for you guys to watch. It's about a guy who found his why and was determined. I just want you guys to watch the outcome.
The best form he's shown since he broke the British record.
When you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in rivers and the tears come streaming down your face. When you lose something you can't replace. When you love someone but it goes to waste. Could it be worse?
Redmond is broken down. He's off the track. Lead it down.
Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. High above or down below, when you're too loved to let it go. But if you never try, you'll never know just what you were. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
65,000 people watching, cheering, standing, screaming them on. They crossed the finish line. But he didn't do it alone, did he? And neither do you have to. You don't have to do it alone. Just as his father came out of the stands and helped his son finish the race, God, your heavenly Father, can come down, help you finish your race, fight whatever fight you're going through, conquer the test, whatever it may be. He'll help you finish the race. Thank you.